you have a new puppy and you're sleep deprived. Or you might be getting good sleep, but is your puppy? Well, today's video is going to help you with both of these issues. And if you're tuning in before you've picked up your puppy, I applaud you for planning ahead. Hopefully, you get the type of puppy who sleeps well. But let me warn you, even if your puppy sleeps like a baby at first, I encourage you to save this video. Things change rapidly in the little puppy brain, and you might need these tips a little later down the road. I'm here for you. I got you. All right, let's get you and your puppy some sleep. Michele here, your fear-free certified trainer. Now, I'm here to give you great advice on raising and training your new puppy. So, I want you to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. And if you haven't joined my free Facebook group, Puppy Training with Michele Lennon, join it so you can ask great questions and get some great advice and links to our top resources. I will put the link in the description below the video for you. In a moment, I'm going to share with you the #1 worst piece of advice when it comes to puppies and sleep. So stick around for it and make sure you're not accidentally doing it and making things go from bad to worse. Now, I've had hundreds of private clients come through my puppy training doors in the last 25 years. And now I've got over 10,000 awesome students enrolled in our online puppy training program. So when they came to me with questions about how to get the puppy some more sleep, I had some questions for them to better come up with a game plan. So I'm going to actually review those questions with you today so you can benefit from all the great advice. And if at any time you have more questions, just pop them in the comments below. Okay, so first I'm going to ask you this. What is the puppy's sleep environment looking like? You want the sleeping environment to match the goal, sleep. So if a stranger walks into your room where your puppy sleeps, he or she should immediately recognize that someone is preparing for a snooze. This means that the lights are low, the curtains are drawn. You should use a white noise machine to block out outside noises and also puppy calming music. Some types of music have been proven to help puppies sleep better. Now, the best types of music are typically a nice calm piece of classical music. You could also try some reggae, but try to pick the one with the fewer vocals and just a gentle tempo. These types of music have actually been researched and have soothing effects on dogs. Let me know in the comments if you're using calming doggy music. All right, my next question is, what is the schedule preceding the sleep time? So sleep time, it shouldn't be its own solo activity. So with young puppies, it's actually best to build up to a nap or nighttime slowly, which means planning physical activities from earlier in the night and then offering more mental activities closer to the sleep time, and definitely building in a cool down routine. We'll touch on a cool down routine in just a moment. My next question for you would be, how much exercise has your puppy been getting? Some of you may have heard from your vet that your puppy can't go outside until he's had all his vaccinations. Well, from a behavioral perspective, that advice is going to set you up for a lot of challenges down the road. Now, there is a safe way to expose your puppy to the outside world and get him some exercise, all before vaccinations are complete. Not only is it possible, it's really important to do those things before 16 weeks of age, when we see the imprint period ending, and then your puppy becomes more suspicious and not as positive about new things. Here's a good video to watch on how to do it safely, taking into account an incomplete vaccination status. Now, your puppy needs to expend that puppy energy, so you're going to definitely need to build in some exercise into the schedule, at least an hour before sleep time. But don't overdo it. Now, if you do too much physical activity or you do it too close to bedtime, this could actually backfire, and then you end up with a puppy who's revved up and can't settle. If, let's say, you have a 10-week-old puppy with a bedtime at about 9 p.m., I would end all heavy physical activity by 8 p.m. Then I'd focus on mental work, which is also very tiring for a puppy, up to about 20 minutes before bed. The 20 minutes before bed or nap is used as a cool down time before the transition to the crate for bedtime. So if you need more tips on structuring the evening hours when your puppy really struggles, here's a video for you to watch next. All right, it's time to talk about that cool down routine. Now, have you created a cool down routine yet? A cool-down routine is a great way to prepare your puppy for sleep. Chewing and licking are excellent relaxing activities that can calm a puppy's brain and body and prepare them to sleep soundly. Most of the time, a cool-down routine should be started about 15 to 20 minutes before you put your puppy in the crate. This is the time to create a calm environment and make sure the household members are all quiet and not engaging with your puppy. Now, this cool-down routine works well for nights and naps. And if your puppy wakes up in the middle of the night, you can use the cool down routine to get him back to sleep. Eventually, you'll find that your puppy seeks out the routine as a way to self-soothe. This is the goal. You're really just taking an activity, that's naturally relaxing and just building it into the right time in the schedule. Next, I want to know if you're using all the sleep tools we recommend. Now, there are a number of different tools that you can use to accompany the cool down routine or use to signify sleep. So these are things like the adaptil diffuser or spray, the crate cover, the white noise machine, and there are a few others. I have one more question for you, and then we're going to discuss the worst piece of advice when it comes to puppies and sleep. I want to know, has your dog experienced repeated high levels of stress recently? This is called trigger stacking, and it can be something like having an unknown contractor in your home, and then a reactive encounter with another dog on a walk, and then some noisy tree trimming happening next door. These stressful experiences, all in close timing to each other, can really put a dog on edge and make it difficult to settle. If you can, avoid putting your dog in that situation. And if it happens and it can't be prevented, just make sure to spend a lot of time doing calming activities that help your puppy decompress. Adrenaline can actually live in the body for a few days, so try doing calming things for at least that long and prevent any additional stressful experiences. After all those stressors, it's not time for a vet visit or a grooming visit if you can help it. Quick question, are you loving these tips? If you are, give me a like or share and subscribe. Dog trainers love positive reinforcement, just like dogs. And if you really love this stuff, you're gonna go crazy for our online puppy training program. With 8 main courses and 10 bonus courses, you can get all the fun training games to teach your puppy good manners, like walking on a leash, coming when called, going to his bed on cue, and so much more. Check it out using the link in the description below the video. Okay, if you're following all those suggestions and your puppy still isn't sleeping well, I want to make sure you're not following some really bad advice. So, are you keeping your puppy awake as a strategy to help him sleep better? I know, that sounds like it could work, but actually it's gonna backfire. Good sleep leads to more good sleep. We never want to wake up a sleeping puppy either, or keep him up longer than his appropriate wake window. And if you continually disrupt his sleep, you're gonna have a cranky, bitey, mouthy puppy who has a difficult time settling and learning new things. This is the opposite of what we want. The best thing to do is to get your puppy on a good schedule for activities and naps that lead to the appropriate amount of sleep in a day. And if you're not sure what kind of sleep your puppy needs, well, we do have a free resource on puppy schedules that can help you. It's called the Puppy Schedule Planner, and it's free. Just look for the link below and you're gonna be able to check it out. Or just comment planner in the comments and a member of our team will link it there for you. You'll get great info on how long your puppy should sleep in a day, how long he should be awake in between naps, and a sample schedule that you can use to build your own. It's free and it's amazing. Remember that your puppy needs you to create the right environment and a schedule that leads to good sleep. He's not staying awake to spite you, but instead he's signaling that he needs some help learning to be a good sleeper. So I want you to be patient and try these suggestions for several days or maybe even several weeks. With consistency, you will see results. All right, from all of us here at the How to Train a Dream Dog team, we wish you and your puppy sweet dreams. I'm always here if you need me. I am part of your puppy raising team after all. So just comment with any questions below, or you can join our awesome Facebook group, Puppy Training with Michele Lennon. And at the very least, tune into some awesome trainers like me to get advice from, like on this YouTube channel. You might want to bookmark our website too, which shares more about our online puppy training program.